Yay, more writing practice. Since I won't be there to explain citation, I wanted to make this video for you because we've already talked about restating the question. That doesn't mean take your question and rewrite it as is. It means take it and turn it into a statement, as it says right here in the instructions. Answering all parts of the questions. Now, citation. It's when you use evidence from the text, but you tell me where you found it. This text states blah, blah, blah. Or in paragraph 4. So that's kind of what you're going to be using. You'll say, in chapter 7, we learned blah, blah, blah. Or on page 74, we learned whatever. And then remember, the E is when you explain your evidence and explain why it proves your point. And I'm actually going to share an example of a student that did that on the last writing assignment because I want to show you an example of the citation inside of the sentence. Okay, so that's what I need for you to remember, is that it's not an afterthought. You're not going to write the sentence and then say, this was found on page 84. It needs to go inside the sentence or I'm not counting it. Okay, so you would say on page 84, we learned that Officer Delinko, blah, 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 whatever. Okay, so I'm going to show you an example of how this was done very well. Okay, so David Delinko, so they're explaining why Officer Delinko is a good officer. And then this very next sentence, where is it? No, other side. Sorry. On page 79, paragraph 3, it states that, and then they went in to explain it. Now, that's your C. That's the citation. But look at this very next line. It says, this proves he wanted to help Roy. Okay, so that's the E. That's the explanation of race. Okay, so same thing in the second paragraph. It says on page 79. Okay, well again, that's our citation. That's the C. And then you'll see down again a little bit lower, it says, this proves he might be concerned about the missing boy. All right, so that is an excellent example of the C being citing your evidence where you found it in the story, and the E telling us why it's important. Why does that information support your answer and your thoughts? Okay, so this is what my goal is for you this time around. So all of race this time you will be graded on. Okay, that's all. It's your turn to try.